Hello, my name is Peter Knipp. I live in Singapore, originally from Germany, and I represent the World Gourmet Summit, which is an event owned and run by Peter Knipp Holdings and its subsidiary a la carte production, Bites Asia, Food to Print, and Food Service Consultancy Singapore. The event has been going for 17 years. We are today at the Fort Canning Hotel at the restaurant Gato Pardo, where 6 Singaporean master chefs are presenting themselves for the grand finale of this marvelous event. For 17 years, the World Gourmet Summit has brought to Singapore some of the best chefs in the world. From Ferran Adria right across to Tokumi Namasabi from Japan. We have chefs from every part of the globe, from South Africa, from Brazil, from Chile to North America, all the way across. This 2-week festival is the only festival in the world that has ever won the Grand Pinnacle Award for outstanding gastronomic excellence and events management. Unlike many festivals which are very restricted to particular locations, what happens in Singapore is you are up for a gourmet safari, so to speak. We work at any one time with 18 partner restaurants, 12 hosting establishments, and another 12 venue hosts. During the period of the 2 weeks, 50 exceptionally individualized events are the focal point for this region. Winemakers, of course, play a very, very important part. These winemakers represent the best series. Whether it be in a Chateau Latour, whether it's a Penfolds Grange, whether it is a Röderer Champagne, or even many other locations. Our brunch is world famous for presenting sparkling from around the globe, just as an example. So what happens is gastronomic excellence comes together. It's not just about the Michelin stars anymore. Today, this year for example, we present the World Gourmet Summit of Artisans and the Art of Dining. The artisanal aspect of gastronomy has to come back to the forefront and is an extremely important and integral part of gastronomic excellence today. While there's many trends looking forward, we also have to remember the roots of where everyone is coming from, the food, the qualities, the produce, and the processes. This year has been exceptional. We had Gabriel Ferron, for example, the ambassador of rice, the only Italian chef that would, for example, grow his own rice, store it for up to 2 years, and then that's one of the best risottos I've ever tasted. On the other side, for example, Corrado Asenza is an exceptional artisan of preserves. We had a few days ago an outstanding meal with him, and probably one of the best dinners ever produced at this World Gourmet Summit. Then you take David Munoz, Spanish born. He does have his 2 Michelin star, but he's the most humble person that you can ever come across. And David is what we call a dumpling artisan. And no, these are not European dumplings, these are Chinese dumplings. Educated in Japan and Asian restaurants in London, opened a small restaurant in Spain, and has evolved a typical style for him with dumplings, so to speak, as a core competency, but with a lot of Asian flavors integrated. And he is so successful these days that it virtually takes months to get into his restaurant. And even the Chinese would say, wow, that an European can truly create something so exceptional. So for these 2 weeks, we bring these chefs around. We have developed ambassadorship program, if you wish. The chefs that have come to Singapore, the place that we call the gastronomic capital of Southeast Asia, they become ambassadors overseas, they become believers. Likewise, our local talent is getting better and better, and one of the most important assets for export in gastronomy today are Singaporean chefs. Singapore Tourism Board has been a great supporter right since the beginning. Citibank, who is presenting the World Gourmet Summit, has been a magnificent sponsor for many years, and many, many other parties that just make it happen. It is a privilege to work with a team of dedicated young individuals that virtually give up their life for 2 to 3 months just to produce this one-of-a-kind event. It has become so successful that today we also have a sister event owned by the Cultural and Tourism Authority of Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates, and managed by our company, Peter Knipp Holdings, is now in its 5th year and many years to come. Negotiation with other countries are also on the way. It's become a trademark of quality, of excellence, and of spreading the word of mature, high-end gastronomy, but without necessarily being high-end and price only. It is accessible to everyone. People that come for 4 or 5 days, we had a couple from the United States that just completed a 7-day journey and they were just blown away. And they asked me, why are you not doing something like that in the US? Unfortunately, we are a little bit location bound, so we are not that flexible. But if anyone who is interested in gastronomy wants to expand their horizon, wants to network with some of the world's best, or even better, some of the world's most undiscovered talents that we bring in year after year, then Singapore is really the place to be. And such is the intensity of gastronomy that it actually in Singapore doesn't just span, let's say, the World Gourmet Summit, but it's myriad of restaurants, and of course it's world famous street food or hawker food as we all know it. So from the entry level right to the top, we have such a wide offering. I've lived in this country for over 25 years. I've been in Asia for 35 years. As a former chef who has hung up his apron a number of years ago, it's become part of my life, not only to practice, but also to promote the art of gastronomy across all zones, whether they be religious, whether they be cultural, whether they be economical. My dear viewers, I want to thank you very much for listening to the short presentation. You can always log into worldgourmetsummit.com or simply go into Facebook and type in the World Gourmet series, and you can see every single update we have. We are proud to have done this production. It's been 17 years and there's many, many more years of gastronomic excellence to come. I want to thank you for paying attention. I want to thank you for being part of it. And as they say back home, we wish you were here. Thank you very much.